As y'all know, with Spider-Man 3, so many different characters are going to be in this movie. And all of us YouTubers and the TikTokers and the Instagrammers and the Twitters, what the fuck? All of these people have theories. And I was like, you know what? I'm pretty good at this theory thing, man. I don't want to brag, but I'm pretty good at it. So I decided to throw my hat in the ring and give you guys my theory on how Spider-Man 3 will deal with numerous Spider-Men. Why are they in this movie? And what incarnations will be in this movie? That's something that a lot of people aren't talking about. So, without further ado, let's put on the Illuminati lotion. Let's get the Bohemian Grove cremation of care cracking. And let's get crazy.
How you foreign niggas stop it? I was born in the tropics. I'm the way peep the mosh pit. And it came with a starship. Yeah, I got it. Yeah, I'm really from the tropics. Fuck is you doing?
What's good, gang? Y'all know what it is, so check it, right? Alright. So Spider-Man 3's got everybody going crazy. Theories are out there all over the internet, and I've read some fantastic theories. Most notably on Instagram, because you don't have a character limit. And people have some pretty good ideas on how they think things will play out, things will happen for Tobey Spider-Man, Andrew Spider-Man, Tom Spider-Man. It's a lot to digest. It is a lot to think about. Now, with this happening, my mind is more centered on why is Dr. Octopus in this movie, played again by Alfred Molina, and why in the hell is Jamie Foxx returning as Max Williams, aka Electro? Especially considering that these two villains in their respective films were killed. Or we're going to assume they were killed. I mean, look, Doc Ock brought down that entire little sun thing that he created and drowned, okay? Last time I remembered Namor was not in the Sam Raimi movie, so I don't know how Otto Octavius survived that. I remember being a kid watching him fade away in the water like, yeah, he did. Yeah, he did. There's no way he's coming back from that. My man is permanently fucked. Forever. He's toe up. He's not coming back from that. Electro got overridden with so much electricity in TASM 2 that he exploded. Right? Like a battery. You overcharge a battery, eventually the battery's no good. I think if you like do the Bill Nye the Science Guy shit with like electrical cables, maybe the battery will explode. I don't know. I didn't pay attention in science class. But those characters died in their movies. So why are they in Spider-Man 3? That's something that a lot of people are wondering. I'm wondering that too. So then I was like, okay, with those villains being in the movie, that basically kind of confirms Andrew and Tobey are back in some sort of way. I was thinking, okay, why Dr. Octopus? Why not Sandman? Why Electro? Why not Dr. Connors, the Lizard? Then I was thinking, okay, this is getting ready to be multiverse / time travel. Now, considering that I believe the time stone is no longer accessible. I think the time stone is gone because it was wiped out, right? Reduced to atoms. I believe so. Now, I kind of forgot what happened with the Ancient One in Endgame. That time travel in Endgame was wacky as shit.
The Infinity Stones create what you experience as the flow of time. Remove one of the stones, and that flow splits. Can your science prevent all that?
That didn't make any sense!
I ain't gonna lie, my mind kind of tapped out in the theater. But this is going to be time travel / multiverse. This is what I believe is going to happen. Doctor Strange is going to feel a need to go inside the multiverse and get help. Okay? Because right now, the Avengers as we know it is kind of disbanded, right? Thor is out in outer space right now with the Guardians of the Galaxy doing whatever. Tony's dead. Steve Rogers is old as hell. Bucky and Sam are doing whatever they're going to do in the Winter Soldier. Loki's all over the timeline right now. He's not an Avenger, but you know what I mean. I'm pretty sure Wanda Maximoff, Scarlet Witch, she's going through it right now. So the Avengers as we know it is just kind of, but they need help. So he goes inside the multiverse, goes backwards in time, and he gets the Tobey Maguire Spider-Man from Spider-Man 2. That is why Alfred Molina is in this movie. He's going to figure out the perfect moment in the timeline to go grab Spider-Man 2, Tobey, and pull him to the future inside of another universe. This is why Alfred Molina is in the movie. He's not going to have a big role. It's going to be one of those moments from Spider-Man 2 where him and Doctor Strange, where Doc Ock and Spider-Man are fighting. And he's going to find a moment afterwards to pull Tobey out of that world into the future. When you get to the Amazing Spider-Man 2, he's going to pull Andrew Spider-Man out of that world after an altercation with Electro. Now, people are saying, okay, that's a decent theory, but why is Electro not blue? Electro finds a way through that portal and comes to the future in Spider-Man 3 or another universe. He travels. Either A, he travels, or B, it's a whole new Electro. I'm thinking it's probably going to be a whole new, much more powerful Electro because Kevin Feige was really fond of Jamie Foxx's performance as Electro in The Amazing Spider-Man 2. He didn't like that freaky apartment shit. I don't think anybody liked that freaky apartment shit.
That's why you're here. You remember my birthday. All the crime fighting you've been doing, and all of a sudden you take time out to come visit little old me, Max. It's amazing.
What the hell was that?
But he did enjoy the overall portrayal that Fox gave. So, Doctor Strange is going to go inside the multiverse, time travel backwards, and get Tobey Spider-Man from Spider-Man 2. That's when we're going to see Alfred Molina. They're fighting, they're doing their thing. He's going to pull him out of that world. Andrew's going to be pulled out of The Amazing Spider-Man 2. Boom, boom, boom. Also, another thing that supports that theory, another rumor, is that Emma Stone is in this movie for a scene or two as Gwen Stacy. Correct me if I'm wrong. I could be wrong. She died in The Amazing Spider-Man 2, right? I remember her brain making that squishy noise. You know when you got like a big ass piece of meat and it's wet and you put it in the skillet? That little... Yeah, that was her brain. Alright? Her brain got squished around. And they buried her. So she's dead. And I highly doubt they're going to throw in a Spider-Gwen just to throw one in. So what we're going to see probably is a flashback scene of Andrew talking about Gwen and what he's going through. It won't be her coming to the multiverse, but it'll just be a flashback scene of them talking, maybe them arguing. And you see, what this theory does for me is it makes the load on the writers a whole lot easier. Because if you're a Spider-Man 3 writer, you won't have to worry about making a story for Tobey Maguire as an older Spider-Man. You ain't got to worry about that because you can just pull back the Spider-Man 2 from the past. You don't have to go into a Sinister Six story and a Mary Jane story for Andrew Garfield's Spider-Man. You can pull him out of TASM 2 at the midway point of that film. It lessens the load. There's already enough story having to be told with MCU Spider-Man, Doctor Strange, Mary Jane, Ned. What's going to happen to Stark Tower? Is it becoming the Baxter building? There's already enough story. You don't need to have all these plot lines of former Spider-Man and no. We're going to pull their ass out of their previous films into this one, and then we're going to put them back. So that's my theory on why they're in this movie and how it's going to play out. Okay? It makes so much sense with Dr. Octopus being in this all of a sudden. I highly doubt Marvel's going to jump up and just throw a Dr. Octopus at the screen all of a sudden and say, go get him. I highly doubt that. I highly doubt they're going to have a Doc Ock and Electro villain, and Spider-Man goes, I sure do need help. Let's go inside the multiverse. Because that just makes Tom Holland's Spider-Man look soft. He has to go inside the multiverse to deal with these two villains. I don't like that. That's my theory, man. Anyway, it's been weird, but it's been real. That was weird. I ain't gonna lie. We got on the Illuminati oils, okay? That was a little freaky. But that is my theory. Alright. Hopefully it was good. Get out of here, bitch.
Yeah, I'm so fly, but you knew though. Like to mix it up, my different items like Menudo. Don't force a nigga, I'm the nigga strange like I'm Hugo. Your mama check a nigga, watch a rollie or a Hugh blow. Like it really matters, I came with 4 seasons. They think a lot about my cars, like my new Beamer. Your girl dipping in my seats, you should probably leave her. Nerd nigga with the glasses and the short season.